Hey, welcome to Module 7. In this part of the course, we're diving deep into what really matters. How to turn your content into conversions. The real money side of TikTok. Up to now, we've focused on building your audience, but now we shift into monetization, how to guide your viewers toward real action. Whether that's clicking your Shopify link, buying your digital product or physical product, or subscribing to your free offer. This is where it starts to turn into real income. I'll show you how to create content that gently promotes, builds trust, and positions you as a mentor, not a marketer. And yes, from this point forward, we'll start leaning more confidently into promoting the tools and products you genuinely use, including Shopify, which I personally use and recommend, but always in a non-pushy, helpful way, like I've shown you so far. By the end of this module, you'll know how to turn your TikToks into actual traffic, use micro hooks that convert without being salesy, and softly promote affiliate tools the right way. This is where we make your TikTok presence more profitable and more purposeful. And if you're just joining now, don't skip ahead. Start from Module 1. Each step builds on the last, and you'll get the best results that way. Let's talk about something that can either make or break your TikTok success, the product you choose to promote. Not every product works well on TikTok. Some items just don't grab attention. And on this platform, attention is everything. You've got to think like a content creator, not just a seller. So what makes a product TikTok ready? First, it has to be eye-catching. If it doesn't stop the scroll in the first second, you've lost. Think bold colors, movement, or something that looks just a little different. Second, it needs a clear use case. If people don't instantly understand what the product is or what problem it solves, they'll scroll. It should be so simple, a 10-year-old could get it. Third, try to pick something lightweight and easy to ship. Heavy or complicated products create friction, and friction kills conversions. And finally, emotional hooks work best. Can you show the product solving a funny, frustrating, or relatable problem? That's your golden angle. Now, for me, I always choose products from my Shopify store. It gives me full control and I can test as many products as I want. If you're setting up your own store, feel free to use my link in the description. No pressure at all. It's just the platform I personally use and trust. Next up, I'll show you how to turn that product into content that actually sells. See you in the next scene. Have you ever watched a TikTok and before you knew it, you were already checking out the product? That's what we call content that sells without sounding like an ad. And that's exactly what we're unlocking in this scene. When I started out, I made the mistake of trying to pitch too hard on TikTok, but it didn't work. What actually works is storytelling. Real, simple stories that feel personal, relatable, and valuable. Here's what to focus on. Start with a quick story, something real. Maybe how you struggled with shipping until you found the right tool, or how one product actually surprised you with results. Then, don't list features. Instead, focus on benefits. Show the transformation. Talk about how your workflow got easier, how you saved time, or how your customers reacted. You can even use a soft before and after format, like this. I used to waste hours managing my online store until I found this app. Now everything runs from one dashboard. That's it. No pressure, no pushiness. And yes, I personally use Shopify for everything I sell. It gives me full control, tracks my orders, and scales with me. If you want to check it out, feel free to use my link in the description. Absolutely no pressure. Just remember, value first, then invite. In the next scene, we'll talk about how to make your videos even more clickable, especially when it comes to headlines and hooks. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked pieces of your TikTok profile, your bio. Your TikTok bio is that short line right under your profile picture. It tells people who you are, what kind of content you create, and why they should care. And in affiliate marketing, that bio can make or break your results. If a stranger finds your video and checks your profile, your bio is what helps them decide if they trust you enough to click your link. So here's a simple 3-part formula you can use. 1. Start with who you help. For example, helping beginners launch online stores. 2. Then say what your content is about. Maybe step-by-step guides to making money online. 3. And finally, add a gentle call to action. Something soft and professional like down arrow free tools below, or see how I did it? Link below. Here's a real example of a solid TikTok bio. Helping beginners build online stores. Learn how I did it. Free link below. It's clear, it's helpful, and it gently nudges people toward your offer. Don't worry if this feels new. I'll show you how to improve it later on, and you'll see how mine works too. Now, before we move on, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll always reply when I see your comment. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part. Let's bring everything together now. The full structure of a high-converting TikTok video that drives clicks, builds trust, and promotes your offer without sounding like a sales pitch. It's just 3 core parts: hook, value, CTA. Let me break each one down. 1. Hook, your first 1 to 2 seconds. Your only job here is to stop the scroll. Start with something bold, strange, visual, or emotional. Say something that makes people pause, even just with your expression or camera angle. Here's an example. Nobody talks about this, but this is how I got my first sale in 3 days. 2. Value, the main body of your content. Teach something, share a tip, tell a story, show a product. You can use formats like 3 tips for, or here's what I learned after. Keep it short, visual, and voice-led. Let your audience feel your energy and see your proof. 3. CTA, this is how you close. It doesn't have to sound salesy. You can simply say, follow for part 2, or if you want to try what I'm using, links in the description. The goal is simple: create movement, even if it's just getting them to engage. This 3-part structure works because it flows like a conversation. And as you create more content, you'll get faster and better at delivering all 3 parts in under 30 seconds. Practice this structure every time, and soon you'll be making viral videos on demand. If you've reached this point, you've already done what most people won't. You've learned how to create real value, build an audience on TikTok, and guide your viewers toward real offers without being pushy or salesy. By now, you understand how soft CTAs work, how to recommend tools you actually use, and how your content can do the selling for you, especially with something like Shopify, if that fits your brand. But let's be honest, creating daily content can get overwhelming. That's why in Module 8, we're going to shift gears. I'll show you how to start automating and scaling your content system without losing your personal touch. You'll learn how to repurpose your best TikToks, set up mini systems that grow while you rest, and even turn one video into multiple income streams, because TikTok isn't just about views, it's about leverage. You've built the foundation. Now it's time to multiply your results without burning out. If this helped, let me know your thoughts and hit subscribe to keep going. Was this helpful? Give it a like. It really helps. And feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I do read them, and I always try to reply when I see them. And one more thing, make sure you turn on notifications, because the next module brings everything together.